well. If it isn't chat. Hold on, give me a minute. Not what I meant to do. I'm gonna edit this game real quick. Oh. That's too much. Is that still too much? A little bit. Is that better? Yeah. That should be better. So, chat, how is everyone doing? So, I was fiddling with some settings yesterday, and
one way or another, we'll get what we're
over here.
You're weak, human. You're like I won't rest until
I just woke up. I haven't even eaten anything. Yeah.
Are you sure you're not around? Mistake.
Goodness.
You almost had a lucky shot.
You won't get away with that.
Goodbye.
I shall avenge your death.
It's right not to be worried about you.
Oh my goodness.
Make quick work of this one.
Whoops. Oh, hey, my food's on the way. So we're gonna, once my food arrives, we're gonna take a couple of minutes to...
One way or another, we'll get what we're
How did you get behind me?
I will make you pay.
Got him with the double stupefy combo.
I won't rest How nice of you to stop. Someone been taken out last week. I will make you. I won't rest until you're I won't rest. This way.
Oh, whoops. Where'd he go? Save us. I'll call them back later. Might pick up what things we need until for a few minutes anyway. Man, Protego is... It's so strong. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this side quest and then... Yeah, my food is almost here. Except it looks like they missed it.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
I don't understand why you couldn't just Alohomora the block for him. though, because you know. Ha! Was sold out of vehicles. Let me go ahead and just do that. That'll help. God, that is like the most annoying sound ever. Sorry about that, chat.
Pass it to! Hurry! Before they come! I must get out! Hurry! Oh, my wand! Oh, thank Merlin! Thank you!
What?
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait! You're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Van Rock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you. Truly.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Be well, my friend. Oh, there. And there he goes.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Since these sound like ah! New thing. Let's go work side quest, and then we'll go back to things. Well, if my food gets here first, we're gonna eat. First, we'll watch YouTube or something while we eat. Oh, it sounds like my food's here, actually.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day.
Yep, my food has arrived. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Forest. The EMP crews, the firemen, all our emergency systems are down.
That breakdown at that level, frightening. How do we reorganize a society when we don't have communications and command and control? That triggers panic, triggers fear, triggers a breakdown of social order.
Across the non-impact zone, from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C., food is the biggest problem. The supermarkets were cleaned out weeks ago. And on farms, there is nothing to harvest.
The crops that we rely on are going to be affected by the UV. So there's going to be a lot less wheat, corn, soybeans, rice.
So without the protective ozone layer, agriculture as we know it will collapse, which means there'll be massive food riots as people start to kill each other for whatever scraps of food that are still left.
Humans aren't the only ones affected. Livestock also suffer.
They too will begin to die, meaning that we're going to have a lack of protein. We're not going to see animals that we can harvest and fish that we can take from the oceans. We're going to see the fact that we're facing mass starvation.
Deaths begin to rise sharply. More than 50% of the United States population has perished. The survivors eke out a living scavenging scraps of food and avoiding the harmful UV rays.
Some of the population will be able to survive in, say, an underground setting. You've got hardened military shelters. You've got underground survivalist-type silos.
The grim scene in America pales in comparison to the regions nearest to the equator. From Panama to Colombia to northern Brazil, the ultraviolet radiation is far more dangerous to human life. UV exposure is 35% more intense at the equator because the sun's rays have a shorter distance to travel through the depleted atmosphere.
The accumulated doses of UVB will be tremendous. So the effects on the skin and molecules will be increased dramatically. The incidence of cataracts, blindness, cancer will increase dramatically.
Quito, Ecuador's capital city, sits empty. Because it's near the equator and at high elevation, that puts it closer to the sun. It's the most vulnerable city on Earth to the dangers of UV radiation. The survivors have been forced to flee. Dozens of other large cities in South and Central America are also empty.
So if your goal is to live a more normal life, normal relative to how it was pre-gamma ray burst, you might find yourself migrating towards the nearest pole.
Millions swarm into Argentina, closer to the South Pole. While refugees in North America trek hundreds of miles into Canada and Alaska.
We have to go. My daughter's already there.
Just a few minutes. This is life on Earth trying to survive. This kind of event, this gamma ray burst, is a reset button for the planet. Whatever survives at this point is a roll of the dice. Natural selection becomes the ultimate decider of what evolves and what goes extinct.
The only one with a blindfold?
But even the strongest survivors could be out of luck when the same gamma ray burst that destroyed half the Earth comes back to finish the job. It's been 2 years since a gamma ray burst, a deadly beam of radiation from space, wiped out half of Earth's population. On the other side of the Earth, hundreds of millions in the non-impact zone of North and South America are now dead. The failure of the power grids has turned the clock back to the Dark Ages. As food supplies dwindle, can any survivors prevent the end of the human race? Omaha, Nebraska, once part of America's breadbasket, lies barren.
Why Nebraska specific?
A steady rainfall falls over what was once a cornfield. But this is no ordinary rain. It is acid rain, heavy with nitrogen dioxide because of the gamma ray burst's radiation. Strangely, this acid rain offers a glimmer of hope to survivors.
The presence of nitrogen in this acid rain acts the same as the type of fertilizer we might throw on our grass or our crops.
The acid rain is actually the first sign of Earth returning to balance. It cleanses the atmosphere and allows Earth's ozone layer to reform. This begins to block out the sun's hazardous ultraviolet rays again. Life slowly begins to repopulate the oceans.
We could be seeing a new equilibrium being established. So there is some hope. Even though civilization as we know it has been destroyed, perhaps with the atmosphere restabilizing itself, perhaps we can start all over again.
As agriculture returns and fish populations are replenished, mankind slowly returns from the brink of extinction. But the rebirth is destined to fail.
Yeah, tell me how the second shot of gamma ray is just gonna kill everyone.
5 years after the gamma ray burst impact, survivors begin to drop dead. A sudden rush of radioactive particles is pouring in from outer space.
There it is, the second bullet.
It's another wave of radiation from the same star collision that caused the gamma ray burst. But this blast takes longer to travel through space and reach the Earth.
A gamma ray burst produces not only gamma rays, but also charged particles.
Particles that would be emitted along with these gamma rays travel at a slower speed.
So it's possible that an onslaught of energetic particles will arrive years after the onslaught of photons from the gamma ray burst.
So don't worry,
Earth's rotation has placed the Americas directly under the particle burst when it arrives. Across the new impact zone, humans succumb to the second assault from space. Once again, Earth's ozone layer is stripped away. And without protection from our atmosphere, there is no chance of survival.
As the particles continue to arrive, we're going to get this enhancement in irradiation over a long time scale.
The Earth is now a radioactive wasteland. The only remaining life, radiation-resistant insects. It's a catastrophic scene scientists believe has happened before.
440 million years ago, during what we call the Ordovician period, there was an extinction level event that wiped out about 75% of all life on Earth.
So we don't have a smoking gun that the gamma ray burst was the cause of this late Ordovician mass extinction, but there's a lot of correlations that seem to make the case pretty strong.
Could another cataclysmic extinction event happen again? And could planet Earth and mankind become the victims of a gamma ray burst?
We know that the gamma ray bursts happen all the time. They're rare in any given location, but we know that they happen, and we know that the Earth would be profoundly affected by one.
Yeah, it would.
We are children when it comes to understanding gamma ray bursts, their history. Maybe, just maybe it's happened many times in our history, we don't know. We didn't think that there could be rocks from heaven coming down, killing the dinosaurs. But now we know better.
Do we, Michio? Do we really know better? I guess this is kind of a pick your poison type deal. You could die via gamma ray burst or die via human nuke. I'm just going to go ahead and hide that. Unmute this. And let's get back to it. Huh? There's still enemies up here. Where?
Not a party to attend by
Where are
myself.
they?
I did not see him anywhere. Oh, hi. Ow.
Always on the defensive. Never show.
What?
You're the one who released-
What? Huh? What was that? Where are you going, you bitch?
Arrest him, momentum.
Whoops. Get the fuck back here.
It's the students from the town. I won't wreck.
Little bitch. There's another one here.
Someone.
Oh, that poor man. These goblins are just trying to they're just minding their own business, man. They're going around being evil and shit, and I just show up and I'm like, it's time to duel. Excuse me, have you heard of our Lord and Savior? Are you aware of our Lord and Savior, the Polzo? It's quite the amazing enchanted spell, right? Like, it just forces you to go onto the ground. So, art thou ready? I'm gonna go over here and unlock this shortcut.
I've always said
Thank
that
you.
travel broadens the mind.
Shut up, lady. You literally always say that. And you also always say. Strange. These are usually 3, 4, 5. Hey, yo! It's still about 6 levels below what I should have been when I killed the absconder. Am I able to land all the way up there so I don't have to go all the way up there later? Let's see. Landing is unavailable right now. I am not allowed to land there. Which means I am going to have to land down here somewhere. You can't enter while mounted. Well, it's a good thing I'm trying to land.
I'm sorry. I love you, Fiona. I promise.
Yeah, he means it. That life actually is behind him. Because, you know, dead. Are you nearly headless, Nick? Is that you? Nearly headless? How can you be nearly headless? Oh wait, we need Yo. Hey, there it is. What?
A Daedalian key. Wonder where it might lead me.
So, remember how I said... Oh.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
What is it? That was so mean!
Excellent! An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
Oh. I feel bad now. I feel like what I did to that poor key was really rude. Because I just slapped it to the side of a fucking cabinet. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember how last time I said that it looked like those cabinets could be unlocked? And that you should be able to unlock it with Alohomora? Well, it turns out, I'm a fucking idiot. Of course you could open those. Of course, they would make it with a unique collectible, too. How I was not able to put two and two together astonishes me. Is it just me, or things... Is there a bit of frame rate? Like a lot of frame rate problems right now. That's one... God, that's something that they really need to fix. So I'm already... This is the lowest possible settings. If this doesn't help, nothing will.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Hufflepuff house chest.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor chest. Skibbity-ba. Ho-bra-bra-ba-bru-bee. Ree-ba-da-boo. Ho-bra-bra-ba-bru-ba. Wahoo! Fucking Peeves. So, apparently, Peeves was cut from the movies. He was actually the reason that Ron and Harry were late to their first lesson. With Professor McGonagall. Oh, also, Dumbledore's a certified dumbass. Leaving Harry with the Dursleys? Where he's just, like, neglected and abused his whole life? Of course he's gonna get massive superiority complexes. Oh, this game still looks fairly, like, really good, even at minimum, settings.
This must be my... Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Aha. Well, well, well. So, let's go back to this. Actually, fuck. Why did I do that? Open up the map. Go up here. Not what I meant to do. I've got the planters. Grab that malice and stuff. Put on Hogsmeade. I think it's the potion shop in Hogsmeade. Hello, Deke. There you go. Yeah, it didn't really help. It's been, what, 2 weeks since the game's release, and there's not been a bug fix patch. Because, you know, I've run into quite a number.
The delightful scent of gardenias will be unleashed.
But, whatever. I was about to say, why can't I just fly? Meow. Oh, what was that?
Revelio.
Or something. Yeah. Oh, that must be the, Ooh. We got Pokemon. We got Pokemon over on the way. I think these are... Yeah, I've already got some. Don't need any more of those fucking marketing traps. Oh, there's the barrier. Brrr. Landing is unavailable. Let me land. Let me land. Let me. There we go.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Whoops. All right, you.
Hello there.
I
In the
require...
market. Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
Keep an eye out for anything that might be better. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't sell it. Actually, go ahead and sell that. The game is saying it cannot possibly be better than what we already have. Thank you.
I hope to see you again.
So it's
Farewell
not
for now.
you that sells them. Maybe it's the other guy. Sorry. Sorry for smacking your cauldron. Excuse me, why do I always have my wand
Oh,
out?
it's you! What a pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise. Fertilizer. No, it's not. Okay,
No one can
so
say I
it's
don't
not
keep a
you that
stacked
has-
shelf.
Not you that has it. Whoops. Took my eyes off. Took my eyes off the screen for half a second. Fuck, where? Open up the map. Beast supply shop in beast byproducts. Sporting needs. Tomes and scrolls might have it. We'll try that. Alohomora. Alohomora.
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
Nope. Just Spellcraft.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Will do. Can I go in here, by the way? I can. Look at all these cauldrons that we could. I'm sorry, that was very gross. Don't mind me, just dying as per the norm. Ollivanders, it's definitely not that. Haircut, no. Wizard Rare, no. So, it's probably over here.
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a... Hello. Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat.
The fuck is a
Must
Wampus
have been
cat?
someone from America, no doubt. Because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble
no.
collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose. The cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words
That
never
does.
spoken. Used to carry beasts
I'm
themselves.
so mad that we didn't
Good
get to
business
choose
it
our own
was,
owl,
but
by
had
the
it
way.
up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out.
Shut up.
Which they used to literally do.
You're a fucking
Thank you, I will.
Take all the
Just
time you need.
shut up.
And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
None of these. Because I'm not looking for... Look at the whooper. So... I'm... Honest to God, I'm kind of confused. Wait. Ah! I always forget about that one store up here. What? Well, Chet, did you see the screen shake just now?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
What was that about? Whee! And what are you talking about?
Have a
Here
look
I
around.
come.
I'll be with you in just a minute.
Hello,
Well,
Miss
let's say we
Green.
show you some of what's available.
Ah.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
A couple of these and
Oh, I'm
one of
always
these.
thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase.
Oh, shut your mouth. What in the fuck? Oh, it's one of you. Hold on. I got just the thing. Whoops, wrong button. Excuse me. Excuse me a minute. Just gonna violate that thing. Don't you ever fuck with me. Alright. Oh, right, no flying. This is a no-fly zone. Alright then, so let's go ahead and find a place. Let's find an enemy camp or something and just go ham. Apparently there's an enemy right here. Ah, perfect. Oh, whoops. Man. Making me do that shit, Miss Garlic? I'd do anything for you.
Sometimes it seems all rosy
But I
to Hogsmeade.
won't do that or that. Nope. Nuh-uh. You used to be the cutest little baby. But ever since you found that piece of candy, you've changed. By the way, chat, how are you gonna make a Scooby-Doo show and not have Scooby-Doo in it? And apparently, season 2 of Velma has been cancelled, which, thank God. I said, teach me everything going. Why are you so mean to... Wait. These are a different color. And there was that one time where they just weren't there to begin with. Do the suits of armor change color? Is that what's going on? Time to go see my waifu.
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacular.
That sounds incredibly
I
dangerous.
finished the
and
activities
I am
you
all
signed me,
for it.
Professor Garlick. Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn flipendo? Chin up,
Damn
keep
right
a
I am.
light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go.
All in
You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done.
Say, thing. That leaves us 2 more skills. Plus, the 3 curses. The Barda. Transforms objects and enemies into alternate forms. Wait. It didn't say for a... It didn't say for a temporary amount of time.
You're a natural.
Wait. Capable of dispelling violet shields.
Arresto momentum. Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
The greenhouse won't keep itself in order without a nudge from me.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start replenishing our
I wish Hogwarts.
chomping cabbages
Oh, hello.
and shit. Oh, hello. Hello, lovely. I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk like that. That's racist. I can do better. Alright, we got a large planter, so... Venomous. Tentacula. Bucksweed, triple fig. Chinese chomping cabbage. Over here. Because these are kind of like the most the chomping cabbages are the most useful. I'm gonna change these to that because the chomping cabbage is like insanely useful. Cause like the venomous tentaculas, they just sit there. So enemies, if they don't like ever approach it, just they're useless. But the cabbage, the cabbage straight up runs out to find them. Like, it's so rude. Alright. Tracking not available here. I'm gonna be... Whoa. What the fuck? Do not approach that. If there's anything I've learned recently, it's that if there's a graphical glitch somewhere, you don't approach it. But I can smell it. You smell that, chat? You smell it? There's a crash coming.
Hello there.
I can feel it in my
Perhaps
bones.
you can help me.
I cannot. I'm busy doing important stuff. I will assist you in whatever bullshit you need later. Don't you fucking look at me. What are you pointing at? Fuck you. Whoops. Wrong way. Fucking suit of armor. God damn it. Fucking piece of shit.
Hello, governor.
If I had to pick one shop, it would be Gladrag.
Wait. Hold up. There's a key. I can hear it. Where?
All of my siblings have
Where is
gone
it?
on to work for the ministry.
I heard it.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Unless it's an aura. Oh, I'd like to be an aura.
Hogwarts has brought me and my siblings closer together. We've had to rely on each other without having our parents. When jumpers are a nightmare.
Skibba-da-ba.
I always feel quite safe in
Oh, blah, 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 blah. I can't see it. I think that... Oh my goodness, that might be a bit of an issue. That might be a huge issue then. Oh my god. Because you can hear it, but the keys are like so small. They're really, really hard to see. With the frame rate being what it is, it's kind of easy to miss them. Up we go. Over to Feldcroft. Meow. Okay, I know that it, by the way, I know that it's kind of popular to dunk on Hogwarts for being, like, super dangerous to its students, and yeah, it is. But, like, you also get the feeling that
I know a Merlin trial when
none
I
of
see
the
one.
kids are in, like, any real danger. Because there's always an adult somewhere. What do I do with these? Do I break them? That didn't do what I thought it would do.
Confringo.
Looks like it.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Yeah, I'll say. Nothing tricky about that. ran around and blew shit up. Alright, let's get going again. What? Let me up. I have to go that way. Fucking game? Making me go around this shit? Ah, yes. The age-old adage. Those who see floating trees off in the distance know a crash is about to happen. Let me go higher, not lower. Fucking game. Wait, what was I saying again? Oh, right, yeah. Like, you know, kids fly like this, but go like hundreds of miles an hour, with, these brooms. And because of that, it's kind of popular to just dunk.
These rocks have seen better days.
Well, well, well.
Stop right now!
Exploso! We're taking Cynthia! Exploso!
Fringo!
Explose for your name! Cynthia!
Ow! Ooh, Lord!
Cynthia!
Oh my Lord!
You've made a great mistake!
Knock it out!
Cynthia!
It wasn't him.
Exploso!
Arrest him, Flipendo! Fringo!
Exploso!
Jesus.
Nobody'll believe I defeated an Ashwinder, but...
Nobody will believe that you did that, but you literally always do. You're the player character. I think the people would know. This person is insanely talented.
Confringo!
No. No. Where is it? There it is.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Aha. It's Wingardium. Okay. So, obviously you have to pick those up and take them somewhere. Wait, hold the phone. Hold the banana phone. Okay, I think you're coming with me. Or not. What about... What? What? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, so we can use Wingardium. Hold on, I'm gonna try this with the mouse and keyboard real quick. Whoa, where? Let's control ourselves. That's right. Doing that. I actually don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be honest.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay. Whoops. So I thought that maybe you rotate them. Wingardium is the only one that actually Wait, maybe... Ah! It is Flipendo. There's another one somewhere.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Who the fuck cares? Oh, hey, a chest. Ah, there it is. Alright. Lock. Prepare thyself to be Flipendo.
Settled.
And there's ancient magic over here. Oh, this is a fruitful. Let me down. There we go. Alright, so there's more somewhere. I can smell food. Someone, one of my neighbors, is cooking food. It smells really good, Jesus. They're like grilling chicken or something. Can I just go in? Can I go in here? Let me in. I want to see what's in here. Let me inside. Let me in. Okay. Fine. Fine. Keep your secrets. Okay, there's one up there. Now this is pod racing.
Confringo.
Huh. Well.
That wasn't so difficult.
That wasn't so difficult. We got stuff that we can collect. A lot of stuff. 3 infamous foes. Defeat 6 infamous foes. I do not like the way that looks. Complete 10 dueling challenges. Exploration. Solve 1 Hogwarts secret. We got 14 more things. 6 more for those, and 4 more for those. Alright. And ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly the reason why you do not ever fast travel in open world games. Because if I was fast traveling everywhere...
What are you up to now?
Shut up, I thought you were an enemy for a second. No! Some Merlin trial over here.
Not quiet.
How did you do that?
Ow.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Okay. You want to be like that.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Down we go.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Surprise, but a welcome one. Sure. What is this? A jumping puzzle? That's exactly what it is.
Confringo! Merlin himself would be proud.
Why? All you did was jump on a few platforms. Why would he be proud? Also, apparently, Merlin was a Slytherin? I don't get it either. We're gonna turn the graphics back up to high, though. Wow. That is a significant difference. Wow. Look at that. Uh-oh. Walk it off. Never mind the fact that in real life
Revelio.
You would have a broken leg at that point in time. Keep them, poke them. What is it now? Oh. An advertisement for hire car. Okay, I got you first, though. Ooh. Balance. Hootin' balance. Alright. Sebastian, I'm here.
I should dismount here.
I should dismount here. Yes, you should.
You made
There
it.
he is. You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her.
So
Anne
she's
was
just
always
cursed?
the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Why did you bring me over here?
This way.
There's a
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
So... I see how it is. Okay, that's fine.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
Dude!
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
What?
I'm sorry.
Leave.
What? What an asshole!
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Where's your uncle? I got a few words. Where is Uncle?
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it.
Bitch.
Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Oh.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I'm going to help this girl. The uncle's a dead man.
That boy
Solomon?
will fray my last nerve.
Yeah, fuck your kid.
Confringo. Flipendo. Glacius. Confringo.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop.
Excuse you?
I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
Excuse you?
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced.
Excuse you?
Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel.
You know.
The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian.
Like hell
They
you
are my
do.
stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
Fuck you.
I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Hey, you fixed
Why
your
will he
robes.
not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Are you gonna lead the way or not? There you go.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Sorry about that. I had to collect something. Look at your robes.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one.
Goodbye. How are you alive?
I will make you pay. Let's get this over with. Child!
That's right.
I won't rest until...
I can't hit it. He's in the ground.
I shall avenge your death.
Oh my lord. Not this time.
You're finished.
What? God damn it all. I thought that was all of them.
Confringo!
That was unimpressive.
Oh my lord.
If only Ranrock were here to... What an unfortunate disappointment! And utterly pitiable!
I won't rest until...
That was pitiful!
Confringo!
Wrong button. I don't know why I pressed jump there. No! I love the way they say that. No!
Best you can do. Showing off, are we? White stupid is out. Older than necessary. No, that's... What do you think of you?
wonderful child.
Hey, Sebastian, you want to do something? This is why I travel alone.
Really, it is. Are you quite finished?
Let me throw that.
I won't rest. Let this serve as a
my
warning
God.
to others too young to know
I love
better.
how Sebastian is actually doing nothing. He's just walking around. What?
No! I will make you pay.
Goodbye. Oh my God.
Seems your heart isn't in this at all.
Can't be. Oh. Goodbye.
Lucky, that's all. Stop it.
Would you do something? He's actually doing nothing.
No! I will make you pay. I won't. You've made your last mistake.
Are you sure about that?
I don't have time for this. Hit it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my God.
Why can't I hit you? Don't shoot her again. Your little magistrates won't distract me. And you thought goblins were in.
How is there not a healing spell that your companions can learn? Truly the Dark Souls of Harry Potter games. And we have to Ooh. Goodbye.
I shall avenge an utterly pitiful display.
You've made your last mistake. I'll cut you from shoes to one. This is all.
Ow.
You're making this too easy. You don't know who you're playing. I won't rest. Such arrogance. What's this happening? No! Lucky, that's all. Put me down! You up and
Goodbye.
Rather unwise coming back this time. You won't stop me.
Ooh, that was close.
Let's get this over with. It's easy. Not quite. Easily diverted.
Goodbye.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Where are you going?
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. House itself.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Yeah, fire does not just obscure faces. Let me in. And I can't fly here.
You weren't in the mine for one time or other.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Talk to Sebastian.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago.
Yes.
If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Confringo!
Ah, so that's how I do.
A stairwell.
A stairwell. Yes, I see. And it's a stairwell.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors and some of our own healers are doing all they can. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope, will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Confringo.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Excuse you, bitch? You want to
know it sounds
correct
strange,
that?
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Well, shall we? Shall we indeed?
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
It's a thing. A place.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note.
You
Let's have a look.
say. It's a map. Showing a place.
Anything helpful in the note?
Holding a thing. I don't fucking know.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
Well, yeah, after that...
I'll be in touch.
After that,
Till then.
one thing that happened, couldn't quite keep the secret at that point. Teal fingerless gloves. How do I get out? Oh.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Oh, that's all sorts of sketch. Natty. Alright then. Well, chat. I think that will do it for one day. We do have rewards though. Let's go ahead and all right. I forgot what my what's next, but I will be back probably tomorrow. I think is when what I scheduled. Have to end things early today for the thing at the place. So thanks for showing up.